So let's see, this is 8 pieces from the stairs to the wall at the end. So I'm going to show this, I'm going to try to make this a floating build. It's attached to the ground right now by the way the stairs at the end here. And you never know. I think a lot of things could come into play. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've been experimenting here, and there's some things you should know. I mess around with this. There's that high thing up there that's floating in the air, like that's kind of same thing. It's got the tail on it. That's where I built up and broke off. So, you never know how many. I guess it depends on how good your internet is. Do you have a wire? Are you Wi-Fi? What you're paying? What server are you on? How fast this thing's gonna break when I hit it? So forget that. So here's how we do it. So we're gonna practice here where we don't want to hit it by accident. So get ready ahead of time. You can enter this tab, scroll down to leave with party. So that's X. You're going to have to hit X twice because you confirm. So when you leave, you're going to hit leave, and you'll leave this tab, and it'll ask again leave, and hit it again. And you could just keep spamming X, like hit it 3 or 4 times if you want, but you really just have to hit it at least twice. Once again, this is a little buggy. Not an exact science. Alright, so yeah, I have that all ready to go. So then I get ready, because on PlayStation controller I gotta have my finger over by options. I gotta have my left finger ready to go, so that as soon as I'm gonna swing, with my pickaxe, swing, open up this menu and hit leave a party, and then hit it a couple more times and stop. So that's might take a little practice on something that's not important. So get into position, and now I'm going to focus, but I'll try to talk through it. I'm going to I'm not going to talk through it. I'm just going to concentrate, but we're going to do what I just said. One more dry run. Swing, open, hit X, then hit it, you can just hit X. You can even spam it if you want 3 or 4 times, because it's going to open up the second menu where you confirm that you're leaving. Alright, so here we go. So that's it. If it works, when we get back, hopefully there will be some portion of that build left floating in the air. So we're going to go in and out as fast as we can and take a look at what happened there. Then also I'll mention there's some things to know that you should keep in mind, so that if you build something really awesome and it's floating in the air, you don't break it by accident. So I got a list. It might be worth jotting it down so you remember if this looks fun to you. I just built a floating base thing in my Plankerton. I'm kind of excited about it. It came out kind of cool, but you gotta be sure you understand how to not accidentally break it. Alright, so we're going to load right back in. And then I'll read this little list. See if it's there. I'm going to wait till we get in, because I'm not sure if my mic's working good when I'm loading in. And I'll just run through this list of the things, the no-nos, so you don't accidentally break the thing you just built. The floating build is just fun. Lobbers will still hit it. Nothing on the ground can get it. It's just a novelty, but I have fun with it.
To expand again. When you're ready to start.
All right, so it's there. So here's tip number 1. See, this is for me. Like, this is a battle royale thing. Run around with your gun. When you're not fighting, switch back to the pickaxe. You see an enemy, you back to your gun. A little battle. Maybe you build something. And if there's nothing going on, I go back to my pickaxe. So that's a bad habit in here, because when you're doing this, or when you're building, mainly when you're building, not in a regular mission, but in here, it's better to break that habit and have, I carry this around a lot, partially for the movement speed, but also so I don't accidentally break stuff, because, you know, when you're in here, keep in mind things that happen after the mission starts, and I'll show this in a minute too, if I can, because right at the end I'll run this thing. So I'm going to put a couple of walls here to make a point, because these walls are not safe. Nothing here is safe when you first start the mission. You got to get closer to wave, where, you know, the timer starts for wave 1, and you got to get pretty close to where the you know, wave 1 is starting, and you'll know there's like a little glitch, like a little lag will happen. That's when it's changing, and you can tell by messing with these walls, because when I start it, I'm gonna hit that wall, and then I'm gonna wait till you see the lag, and then you'll see this wall won't break right away with one hit, because before the missions, anything you hit is one hit, boom, gone. It's to make you be able to build fast. But before you get to that lag, you can accidentally break stuff, and it'll still be broken when you get back here. That's your point, where that little lag happens. That's when your stuff is safe. And when the mission's over, everything will be reset, and it'll be here when you get back. So I'm going to get rid of these, because I don't need this stuff here. Alright, so here's my little list of things about this. Don't have your pickaxe out, because if this was my pickaxe, after I just built this thing, I oops, do that by accident and hit it, it's breaking. So if you hit anything, any piece of this with your regular pickaxe, now before the mission starts, it'll be gone for good. You'll have to build it again. If you hit something with your pickaxe by accident after the mission starts, it'll be here again when you get back, because it's going to reset. But keep in mind, the mission does not really, if you want to be safe, just wait till wave 1 starts. But I'll show you exactly when, because I'll start a mission and we'll look. Alright, so anyway, recap. If you hit it with your pickaxe, it'll break. If you do it before the mission starts, it's gone. Afterwards, it'll reset again. That's for all these. If you edit that in any way, it'll break. That's before or after the mission's running. But if you edit it and it breaks after the mission starts, it'll be back there again. You can put traps on it. It won't break it. But they'll be gone. If you put them on there after the mission starts, they'll be gone. You can't add pieces to it. It won't let you, as far as I know. But what you can do is you can add a piece. If you add a piece, I'm not going to do this, if I was to add that piece, it won't break it, but it's regular build now. It's not, it'll never be floating again. If you break that new connector piece, the whole thing will break. You're resetting it back to normal. Yeah, let's see, you can place a trap, I already said that. Connecting to the ground. And be careful of friends with edits. That's one problem with friends with edits. Going for anything in the whole place, you know, if you got, probably best to not let your friends have edits, you know, especially if you got stuff in there that you don't want them to even accidentally break, you know, because I get goopy shit. I don't know if nobody comes in here. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start the mission, and while we're waiting, we'll mess with these walls, and then once I'm sure that it'll be back here again, that I can do more experiments with it at another time, I'll edit it and show how it breaks. All right, so here we go. Custom war games, say denied. I'll go to full time so that I can build while I'm in there. Start. All right, so you would think the mission is starting, but you're gonna see that just broke. So that won't be back. There's the lag. See the lag? Now this wall's a normal wall. So that's the deal. This wall's still going to be here when I come back next time, but that floor piece will not. So so we still have 17 minutes left. Just be careful. I would be careful to not give people edits until wave 1 starts. That's my advice. So, because I waited till wave 1 starts. Now whatever I do to this thing, and I'm just going to edit it, and you're going to see it'll just, there it goes, bye-bye. Now if that had happened before the mission starts, it won't be there. But because I did it after the mission started, that'll be back here again the next time I come in, the floating piece, because I waited till the mission starts. The lag is the key. When you see that little lag, you could also have a test wall, you know, somewhere near the kiosk. If it, you know, because if it breaks with one shot, if the test wall breaks with one shot, it won't be there when you get back. But if it's normal, like you got to hit it a bunch of times, then you're good. Everything will still be there. Alright, that is it. We're gonna get out of here.
A good craftsman never blames his tools.
Blah blah blah.
Never blames his soldiers.